We've all been there, right? The lights flicker, and then everything just goes dark. And suddenly, you're fumbling for your phone's flashlight, wondering how long the outage will last. But what if you never had to worry about that again? Today, we're going to dive deep into home standby generators.
I mean, this image really says it all. It's about trading that all-too-familiar frustration of a power outage for the simple comfort of a home that's still humming along. A standby generator is that bridge. It turns a potential disaster into, well, just a minor inconvenience. So, how do you get from being in the dark to being prepared? Let's walk through it.
Here's our game plan. We're going to break this down into a really simple 5-step journey. We'll start with the problem, move to the first call, decode the budget, see what happens when they visit your home, and finally, look at how you choose the perfect system for you. It's a straight line to power secured.
Now, to make this super practical, we're going to follow the process of a real company, Tandem Electric. You know, they've been installing these systems since 2006, so looking at their process gives us a fantastic real-world example of how you go from that first phone call to a fully installed generator.
So where does it all begin? Honestly, it's a lot simpler than you might think. The whole thing kicks off not with someone showing up at your door, but with a really efficient phone call that's designed to give you the most important info right from the get-go.
The whole point of this first call is efficiency. It's about doing 4 key things: saving you time, figuring out what you actually need, talking about the budget right away to avoid any sticker shock, and just explaining how the system works in plain English. It's all about transparency from minute 1.
To get you the right solution, they're going to ask a few specific questions. Think of it like a quick checkup for your home's power system. They'll need to know about your home size, what kind of appliances you have, your fuel source, and the really big one. Are you looking to power just the absolute essentials, or do you want that full whole home convenience? Each answer helps build a picture of the perfect system for you.
Okay, let's get to the question everyone's thinking about: the budget. Instead of just giving you some mysterious price tag, a good process is all about breaking down the cost so you know exactly what you're paying for.
And there it is. A typical starting budget for a base model installation is around $9,500. And they tell you this number right up front, which is key. It saves everyone time and sets clear expectations. Now, it's not a final quote, but it's a really honest starting point for a complete automatic system.
So what does that number actually get you? Well, it covers the whole shebang. The generator itself, the crucial automatic transfer switch, all the permits and electrical work, the professional gas hookup, and even coordinating with your power company. It's what's called a turnkey solution, which basically means they handle everything.
All right, once you're comfortable with that initial chat and the ballpark budget, the process moves from the phone to your front door. The next step is the on-site visit. And this is where the plan gets locked in and all the little details get sorted out.
One of the biggest questions people have is, so how does it, work? It's actually pretty amazing. As you can see here, when the power fails, the system knows it instantly. Within just 5 to 15 seconds, literally, that fast, the generator fires up and an automatic switch seamlessly moves your home over to generator power. When the grid comes back on, it switches back just as smoothly and then runs for a bit to cool itself down. You don't have to do a single thing.
Now here's a fact that might surprise you and has a big impact on the installation. These generators, they are thirsty. We're talking about a gas consumption similar to running 3 or even 4 furnaces at full blast. So why does this matter? Well, it's a huge factor in generator placement and ultimately the final cost.
To keep your installation costs as low as possible, you really want to place the generator close to your gas line and your electrical meter. Sure, it can technically go pretty much anywhere in your yard, but the farther away it is, the more complex and expensive the gas and electrical work becomes. So this one practical tip can save you a serious amount of money.
We've now reached the final and maybe the most fun part of the process: tailoring the system to fit your life. Because this is absolutely not a one-size-fits-all deal. It's all about designing the exact power backup that you need.
So you've really got 2 main paths. Over on the left, you have the necessity generator. Think of this as your lifeline. It's budget-friendly and it powers the absolute must-haves: your furnace, a well pump if you have one, some lights, the internet, and of course the garage door openers. Then on the right, you've got whole home solutions. This is for more of a sense of normalcy, powering most of your everyday plugs and lights.
And you can get even more granular than that. The system can be designed to handle big power draws, like a hot tub. Or you can add smart load-shedding devices that let your air conditioner run whenever there's enough power to spare. And crucially, if you have essential medical devices, those can be prioritized. The whole point is to build a system that fits your life perfectly.
So what this all shows is that getting prepared doesn't have to be a mystery. The path can be clear, transparent, and totally custom. Whether you just need the bare bones or you want to live like the power never went out at all, there's a solution that can be designed just for you.
If you're curious about the specific process we've talked about today, here's the information for Tandem Electric. You can give them a call at 231-865-1600 or just check out their website at tandemelectricmi.com.
And we'll leave you with this one final thought. Just for a second, forget about the equipment. Imagine the next big storm. The wind is howling and the power goes out all over your neighborhood, but not in your house. Your lights are on. What would that peace of mind, that feeling of security, really feel like? Thanks for watching.